Hello Commanders, Commander Fu here, bringing you another edition of Battle Warship Naval Empire Training Academy. Yesterday I received a comment from one of the viewers about how I need to go and start at one of the brand new servers and start over and do it without money. To address this comment, I just figured I would do this video and show that not everything I've done has been all about spending a lot of money. There's a lot of stuff that we can do at the very beginning that's going to set the tone for how we build our base. So just to give you a fair description of what I'm talking about, if you notice my power is currently at 18,093,000, and that's not where it's going to be at the end of this video. But when you go in and you look at your power rankings, you'll notice that my buildings, my technology, my warships, carriers, and aircraft are all fairly high. This is the ranking that I have on the server. Now, granted, you would think, well, he's got the fourth best carriers, he's got the second best aircraft. Man, this guy must have dumped a ton of money into those aircraft to get them that high. So let's kind of look at where things are. So as to dumping a ton of money, you would think that somebody dropping serious coin would have all Nilo, right? Well, I think no, I don't see the Nilos. Nilo? Anybody in Nilo? No. There's an awful lot at 40, 45, 45, 45, 45, 45. Oh, there's a couple 46. There's a 50. Having the highest ranking in aircraft is not all about your Nilos. There are like 4 or 5 players that on the server that are also rocking gold Nilo. I don't have those. How do I not have Nilos and I'm still second? Well, I've been diverse in what I get. I have built a lot of these aircraft up. Like, you don't get down to here and you start getting to stuff that's under 40. So I mean, it is not all about having the most expensive stuff. It's all about building it right. Okay? You know, these things, a lot of these 5-star carriers are coming from Battle Pass, the glitter boxes. So, yeah, that's a $20 investment a month. That's not a bad thing to do. The other thing, oh, well, you must have spent a lot of money to get everything to gold or to purple. Well, here's my other little secret, guys. Supply exchange photonic crystals. Notice I've got 15,000. Yesterday was the aircraft carrier event. I rocked out probably close to 30,000 coin or crystals going down here and acquiring bomber cores. So these things are what take the free player to that next level. Now, I recently did a video where I showed people how to participate in the psionic zone nurture genius. The trick that I'm finding is a lot of these things require you to understand the events and how to get into the rankings. When you get into the rankings, you get the additional coin or the additional crystals. This game is designed where if you know what you're doing when you're playing for free, you can make better things. You can get better and stronger. Now, another thing, I have invested a lot of resources into my psionic zone. As I can get things, I get everything I can so that I can raise my psionic zone. I've got one at 60, everything else is above 40, which means I'm also able to merge my geniuses, which means I'm bringing my geniuses up. I was able to, using the genius shards, I was able to get a crazy horse. Crazy horse is great because he adds a lot to my gathering. Now, one of the secrets of my base being so strong is my gathering fleet. I would say on my server, I have the best gathering fleet you can imagine. Okay, let's go back here. I guess there's an awful lot of money tied up in these guys, huh? That looks like, oh yeah, shards, battle pass. That was a stupid pack thing. I hated that thing, but we won't talk about that. But if you notice, I'm not rocking a lot of these are shards, right? But when you start looking at what these carriers can do from a gathering perspective, I've discussed it before. My gatherers, 108 tons for occupy speed. Okay, 112 tons, 121 tons, 119 tons, 118 tons. These guys are pulling my resources at a very quick rate. That is a key to winning. That is a key to getting a stronger base than everybody else. Okay, the other place that's very, very important, okay, building speed. That's important because that allows you to bring up your carrier experience. You get your carrier experience up to level 9, you're rocking an extra 55% carrier experience points. So that allows you, I'm skipping around a lot here, but that allows you to say, all right, we're going to go over here, and if I had an upgrade, if you notice, if I had a 1 million experience pack, when I drop that thing, I'm going to get 2.1 million points. This is how you grow your carriers quick, guys. It's not about dropping a lot of money. It's about knowing how to make these things work to your advantage. So, gathering fleet before attack fleet, yes. Knowing what carriers eventually are going to be the ones that you need and that you're going to want and that are going to neutralize some of these nice 6-star carriers, yes, that's going to be the key. But that's not a lot of money invested in that. Now let's also go and talk subs. Subs, yeah. Man, that must be where I'm dropping all the money, right? That's all the subs I have, guys. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 subs. Wow. I would say the one that would actually be, 2 Hanois, 35s. Those came off of things that I got for free. Astute I got for free out of a pack. Whiskey class, that came out of the 30-day sign-in thing. I just got that. I haven't really done anything with it yet. Liberation, that came out of the military capsule. Okay. So, if you build the right things in the right order, you're going to definitely build a much stronger base, much stronger platform. So, let's also talk about the warfare, the research lab. Okay, I'm working through these things, and when I came in, overall attacks, all the overalls, these were the first things that I worked on. After I got those elevated, I brought up the overall attack, or the right side. I brought these up first. Okay. If you then, once you get those up where you're comfortable with them, then you want to start working on your warship attacks and your warship buffs. And you start going down one at a time. You go down in a column, not in a row. Okay, and you build these things. I still have a lot more to go. But when you go back and you start looking at where I'm at, for my carriers, for my aircraft, for my technology, I'm third on technology. That's because that's where one of my big focuses has been. Okay. Now, I'd also promised that I would show you how I can jump up my power. Well, let's go over here, equipment preset, use. Okay. Oh, that's right. I've been upgrading stuff, so it's not going to come up. Let's see. I don't know that I've really messed with this guy's equipment. But the key point here is equipment's important, but the research lab, psionic zone, all of these things are very, very important. Oh, wow. I've been doing some upgrading. This is just kind of pointing out where upgrading your equipment is important. But GA Invincible. But being able to bring your power up like that quickly. And if you remember, I didn't have an awful lot of stuff that actually showed up. So 2 million with just a little bit of equipment added, there's a lot of power in that. And then when you start looking at what that did to my aircraft standing, or my carrier, just that little bit brought me up to third. I naturally am sitting in second right now with that. So don't think that buying everything is going to get you there, because all the 6-star carriers, all the gold aircraft, all the Nilo, and somebody sitting there just kind of plugging away, being smart, building the right things. And I honestly, my opinion, I honestly believe building your gathering fleet before you gather your attack fleet is the smartest thing you can do. Doing everything you can to increase the amount of points you get for every hit you do. Like when you're fighting a pirate, if you're getting 2 times the experience points, then you throw your carriers out on an entrusted agent, and you're getting like double the points. I'm working to see if I can't figure out ways to get this thing up to 3 times the points. I want to get extra for my buck. So if I do spend, it's basically on little packs. I don't think that they've come up with them yet, but basically the little things that I need to be able to grow stronger, those are the things I want to actually put money into. I'm not putting my money into the 6-star carriers, all the Nilo, all the big subs. Yeah, I still get kicked. I still get beat up hard. But in the end, I'll be stronger. I'll see you on the battlefield. You can beat me now. But time will come. You will regret some of those. So, in closing, make sure that you build a strong foundation to your base, and you will beat these guys. Eventually, they all fall. Spend a lot of money, they'll still fall. Build strong, build true, research, psionic zone, have the right geniuses in place. Build the carriers that you know will fight. Vic will fight. Queen will fight. Chakri, everybody knows Chakri fights. Well, there's ways to make that thing really bad. Then you get your Charles de Gaulle, get that thing to S at a high rate, gold, it's mean. There's a lot of these carriers that are underestimated at the beginning because everybody wants the Fords, everybody wants the Coups, everybody wants the big 6-star Lincolns and all these things. In the end, some of these small carriers that get overlooked, if they're built right, they're going to hurt you. So don't think everything in this game has been about money for me. I do spend here and there, but I'm targeted with what I spend. Not putting a lot into it. I'm putting a lot into how do I gather, how do I pull in more, how do I keep my research up, how do I position myself to get more resources so that I can then take and turn it around. That, to me, is the secret to growing a solid base. Now, hope everybody enjoyed. I would appreciate everybody subscribing. And if you liked the video, please hit the like button and hit the notifications. Everybody have a great day and be safe in this environment.